Hi, Miss Kathleen. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So I understand that something you've been having a little trouble with is your gait speed or how fast you've been walking. So today, something I'd like to work on with you is more of like the mechanics behind your walking. A couple of movements that your hip has to do while you are walking. And I'm just going to stand up and show you what we're going to do. So we'll work on the movements of your pelvis and what is supposed to be normal in your walking. So the two movements that I would like to work on with you today would be anterior elevation and posterior depression. So to make that a little bit easier, the posterior depression is going to be when your leg is back here. So you can see that your hip is behind and it's down relative to this one. And then anterior elevation would be when you pick your leg up. So it's going to come forward and it's going to come up. So we can work on these two things today to really facilitate your pelvis movement during walking and to also start to strengthen the muscles around your hip and really stabilize your pelvis. Are you okay to do that today?
Yes.
All right, let's get going. So if you could place your head on this pillow and face that direction. Okay, so the two movements, again, are anterior elevation and posterior depression, and we'll do them in separate bouts. So the first one we'll work on is going to be anterior elevation. And first I'm going to take both of my hands here and just place them on top of your hip over here. And then, so I'm stabilizing here and I'm going to assess the motion first. So you don't have to do anything. I'm just going to move you into the anterior elevation and your hip moves really well. So now that you've felt that movement, if you would go ahead and try to move with me. That's great. So now that you're familiar with it, I'm going to apply some resistance up here and we'll move through that motion, anterior elevation, forward and up to help strengthen your muscles. Whenever you're ready. Okay, great. And we'll do it 3 more times. 4 and 5. That was really good. So the second motion that we're going to do is the posterior depression. Again, I'm going to place my hands over your hips. And first I'm going to do it passively, so you don't have to do anything this time. So that's what the motion is going to feel like. And this time, if you want to go ahead and do it with me. That's really good. Okay, and now I'm going to add some resistance. So I'm going to be adding resistance with my forearms here. And when you're ready, go down. And we'll do 5 of these too. That's good. 4 and 5.